الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على آل إبراهيم. بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على آل إبراهيم آه في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. مسألة: النفساء والحائض شيء واحد إذا أرادتا الحج والعمرة. نعيشه النفساء a woman in her birth blood, والحائض the woman in her menstruation period. شيء واحد, just one, we are consider them as one thing. إذا أرادتا الحج والعمرة, if they intended to do حج or عمرة. مسألة: والنفساء والحائض. النفساء woman in her birth blood, والحائض and the woman in her menstruation period. شيء واحد, just uh, one thing. فأيتهما أرادت الحج أو العمرة, whoever of them intended to do حج أو عمرة, ففرض عليها أن تغتسل, so it is obligatory on her to do غسل, ثم تهل, then intend to enter حج and عمرة, and means assume ihram. To assume ihram means to say by her tongue that I intend to start Hajj or Umrah by saying Labbaika Hajj or Labbaika Umrah. Labbaika Hajj or Labbaika Umrah. By saying that this, now she started the assuming her ihram. This is the meaning of إهلال. أهلا يهل إهلال. I here he mentioned عن عائشة أم المؤمنين قالت: نفست أسماء بنت عميس بنت بمحمد بن أبي بكر الصديق بالشجرة، فأمر رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أبا بكر أن تغتسل وتهل. So أسماء بنت عميس gave birth with محمد بن أبي بكر الصديق. يعني أسماء بنت عميس was a wife of Abu Bakr as-Siddiq radiallahu anhu, and she gave birth with this boy, the baby Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, بالشجرة. Shajara, this is a place, a tree between Mecca and between Al-Madinah and Mecca. When they were traveling from Al-Madinah to Mecca في حجة الوداع, in the farewell حجة of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So when she gave birth with Muhammad ibn Abi Bakr, so Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam commanded Abu Bakr to tell her to do ghusl and taghtasil, وتهل, and to start her intention to do Hajj or Umrah. Okay? وجاء في الخبر الصريح, and it came in the clear narration: نفست أسماء بنت عميس بالشجرة بمحمد بن أبي بكر. أسماء بنت عميس gave birth with, in the place which is called الشجرة بمحمد بن أبي بكر, with محمد بن أبي بكر. فذكر ذلك لرسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم, and that was mentioned to Rasulullah صلى الله عليه وسلم. وحاضت عائشة وأم سلمة أم المؤمنين, and Aisha and Salama became in their menstruation period al-Mu'minin, the mothers of the believers. This is as well in Hajjat al-Wada', in the farewell Hajjah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, according to Aisha radiallahu anha. فقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم لكل واحد منهما كل واحدة منهما. So Rasul صلى الله عليه وسلم said to every one of them, Anufesti, have you, uh, are you came, or do you came in your menstruation period? قالت نعم. They, both of them said yes. فصح أن الحيض يسمى نفاسا. So now it is clear from the language that we can call al-hayd, menstruation period, nifas, this word. So this word nifas, so you can call a woman in her menstruation period nufasa, and you can call a woman who is in her blood, birth blood, we can call her nufasa as well in the Arabic language. Why? Because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam used the same word to ask Aisha, do you are you in your menstruation period, or became in your menstruation period, and said anufesti. So love the nifas, nufasa, can be uh, used in uh, both things. وصح أنهما شيء واحد وحكم واحد ولا فرق. So now it became clear that both of them are just one thing and has one legal verdict for both of them, ولا فرق, and there is no difference between both of them. وأمر عليه السلام التي ترى الدم الأسود بترك الصلاة. So a woman, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam commanded the woman see, who saw the black uh, blood to leave the salah. This hadith, we mentioned it before, hadith Fatima bint Abi Hubaysh, when she asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam about istihada, continuous bleeding from her uh, private part. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam commanded her to leave the salah as long as she sees the black blood. وحكم بأنه حيض. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam judged this kind of blood that it is called haid, okay, menstruation. وأنها حائض, and that we can call her as حائض. وأن الدم الآخر, and the other blood, ليس حيضا, it is not haid. Cannot call the other kinds of blood haid. ولا هي به حائض, and we cannot call her, if even if she has this kind of bleeding, we cannot call her حائض. وأخبر أن الحيض شيء كتبه الله على بنات آدم. And Allah, she sallallahu alayhi wasallam told us that the hayd, the menstruation, is something Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decreed on the girls of Adam, or daughters of Adam. This is in Hadith Aisha radiallahu anhu said, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam قال هذا شيء كتبه الله على بنات آدم. So, فكل دم أسود ظهر من فرج المرأة من مكان خروج الولد وهو حي. So every black blood appeared from or is discharged from the private part of the woman من مكان خروج الولد, from the place where the baby is born from, فهو حيض. So we can call it حيض. So now, yeah, he means here this blood which uh, birth blood, we can call it حيض. Why? Because it is black, and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam called the black uh, blood, he called it حيض. Now he wants to prove that حيض and nifas has the same meaning in Arabic language. We can call both of them nifas, or we can call both of them حيض, and both of them has this, the same legal verdict from leaving salah and sawm and sexual relationship, and to have to do ghusl if any woman has this thing, or she has to do ghusl for her hajj and umrah, even she is not pure. Even she is not pure. This is ghusl just because she wants to assume ihram. Okay, so she has to do this, even her bleeding is uh, يعني did not stop. وبالله تعالى التوفيق. طيب. وأخبر أن الحيض شتمه الله فكل دم أسود ظهر من فرج المرأة. طيب. فهو حيض. Every black blood appears from the private part of a woman, from the place where the baby is born, so it is حيض. So we can call it in Arabic language حيض. إلا ما ورد النص بإخراجه من هذه الجملة, except uh, the kind of blood which the text came to exclude it from this generality. وهي, and this kind of blood which is الحامل, which is coming from الحامل, from a pregnant woman, والتي لا يتميز دمها ولا ينقطع, and from the woman which her blood cannot be distinguished and does not stop. وبالله تعالى التوفيق. So we said two exceptions here. If a woman is pregnant, even a pregnant one, even she sees black blood, so we cannot consider it as haid, because Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam differentiate between al-hamil and al-ha'id, in because in another hadith when he talked to Ibn Umar when he divorced uh, when he divorced his wife, so Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, uh, طلقها طاهرا أو حاملا. Just you can divorce her if she is طاهر يعني pure, out of her menstruation period, أو حامل, or pregnant, and he prevented him from divorcing her while she is in her menstruation period. So Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam mentioned three cases: حائض and طاهر and Hamil. So Ibn Hazm said, Hamil, we cannot call her Ha'id at all because a pregnant woman could not be Ha'id. Even she is bleeding from her private part, but we cannot call her Ha'id at all. And this pregnant woman still pure as she is. والتي لا يتميز دمها ولا ينقطع, and the woman which her blood cannot be distinguished. يعني distinguished means يعني we can distinguish any woman can distinguish between two kinds of blood. The first kind, which is damul hayd, the blood of menstruation, which is black and has a bad smell. Okay, and the other kind of blood, which is uh, damul istihada, okay, means bleeding from the private part, but we don't consider it, we don't call it damul hayd, which is red blood and has normal smell of the blood. So he said some women cannot distinguish between these two kinds, and uh, these kinds of women they are bleeding non-stop from their private part. So in this case as well, we can not call this woman as ha'id anymore if this kind of blood is continuous to her in all of her life. وَبِاللَّهِ تَعَالَى التَّوْفِيقُ, and by Allah is our guidance. Okay. Another issue here.